What's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you today how to remove the background from your subject in Photoshop. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. All right, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining me today for another tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to get rid of the background in your image. I will be using Photoshop for this tutorial, and I do have CC, but they basically work all the same if you're using Photoshop. So I have a little image here, and let's say I want to use this for a thumbnail. So I like my picture of myself, right? Okay. But what I want to do is I want to get rid of the background and I want to put this image onto a different background, or maybe I just want to save it as a transparent background. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Very super simple and easy. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the left-hand side where our toolbar is, and we are going to use the quick selection tool. It looks like a little paintbrush with dotted lines. If you hold it down, it'll give you the option for the magic wand, but for right now, I'm just going to use the quick selection tool. All right, so as you can see now, my tool is selected, and remember, when you're using the quick selection tool, we're pushing towards the edges as opposed to trying to, grab our selection. We're going to start with the inside of what we want to do or what we want to select, and we're going to push to the edges. So I'm just going to start clicking inside. I'm going to push towards the edges here. Make sure that you get everything selected nicey nice. Okay. Remember, you're just pushing towards the edges of what you want selected. Okay, now I'm going to hold Command plus to zoom in here. All right, so you might notice that I have a little bit extra selected over here, all right, or maybe a little bit under selected here. So all I'm going to do for here is I'm just going to push that to the edge, okay, and then to push it back, push this, my selection line, my little marching ants back to my selection. I'm just going to hold down Alt or Option. You see now it's a plus, that plus turned into a minus, and I'm just going to push that back towards my book. Okay, now I'm not going to get super crazy with this one right here. I just want to show you guys how to quickly do this. All right, and then the same thing over here. I'm just going to hold down Option and I'm going to push it back. All right, to my edges. Okie dokie. So now that I have that done, what I want to do, I'm going to zoom out real quick. All right, I'm going to go up top to where you see this button here, select and mask. I'm going to hit OK, and this will let me refine my selection. From here, you have a list of different tools over here on the left-hand side, and you also have some options here on the right-hand side where you can mess around with your selection. But to keep today's lesson quick, I'm just going to go with this and say, yeah, that looks great. All right, so what I'm going to want to do is where it says Output To, I'm going to want to select New Layer. Okay, now from here you have a different, you have a couple different options. You can do a new document or whatever the case may be, but right now I'm just going to hit New Layer and then I'm going to go OK. All right, so now you'll see that I have a brand new layer over here on my layer panel, right? I got my background, that's my original image, and then this layer here is just the copy of the selection from that background layer. Okay, now let's say I want to add a white background to this. Okay, so right now I can save this as it is to a transparent background, and if you wanted to do that, you just want to leave your layers open how they are right now. You will go up into File, Save As, and you would want to save this as a PNG. Okay, saving this as a PNG. Okay, if you do that, boom, boom. Okay, now that'll save an image with just the transparent background. But let's just say I wanted to add something into the background. I wanted to add some color. I could do that as well. So what I'm going to do is on my layers panel, okay, one of the easiest ways I feel to do it is to just, where you see this half black, half white circle icon, you're going to click that, choose solid color. And that's going to bring up a brand new layer here. That's a solid color. I'm just going to make it white for right now. And then all I would have to do is take this color fill layer right here, bring it below, and bam, there it is. Now I have my image onto a different background, right? And then I can take it, I can move it over if I want to, and I can add some other good stuff. Maybe I want to add some text or whatever the case may be. Or maybe I want to make it look like I'm on a beach, right? If you had another picture, you would just add this picture. You would just add your picture, and the same thing. All you would have to do is move it below the layer that has your actual selection on there, right? Bam, there you go. And the nice thing about having a color fill layer is that if I ever wanted to change the color, I could just double click on this little guy right here, this little square, and I could just change that color to whatever I want it to, right? So that's the nice thing about having a color fill layer. It's quick, it's easy. That's how you get rid of the background for your image in Photoshop and replace it with another one. And you know, from here, if you wanted to put some text on it, you can write some text, bada boom, bada bing, right? And you're off and running to creating whatever it is that you want to create. But now you have the knowledge on how to get rid of the background in Photoshop. So hopefully you guys found this tutorial useful and helpful. If so, please subscribe or give it a thumbs up. And if you have any other questions that I can help you with in Photoshop, just drop them in the comments below. And once again, thanks for joining me. My name is Jonathan Moore, signing out. Peace.